Welcome to Arthur L. Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, Virginia, home to the Liberty Flames. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls, facing a fellow Conference USA opponent, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Flames will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense will get the football first. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Snagged in the middle, it's Moss. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Kennesaw State right back to work.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. All right, guys, let's think for just a moment about Kennesaw State. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Off the play fake. Now adjusting. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Williams will pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. The option look. Now the toss. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. So Liberty's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down the throat in second?
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on second down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Flames will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. Caught in the backfield. It's Diggs. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Kennesaw State right back to work. From the gun. Leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. Third down coming. Williams looking for a man. Oh, they're after him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, he's got some space. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. Looking downfield on first down. At the 40, there he goes. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Quarterback adapted. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks the tackle. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they didn't get it forward, and edge defense wins the battle up front. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They've already failed to convert on fourth down once in the first quarter. Doesn't stop. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him and gets him to the ground with the sack.
They're dealing with a second and long. To throw, it's Sparks. Under fire. QB got it himself. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Williams will pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting them on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Pulls and fires complete. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's raining, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weapon.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Grab behind the line. It's Bullock. Show him a little juke, and he's up to the 30 before he's brought down. Kennesaw State right back to work.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Williams looking for a man. Finds his tight end. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26.
And your Liberty Flames will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He's in open space downfield. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Flames come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Williams will pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The short hands, it's Bullock. And they'll send out the field goal unit. No good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out. Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
All right, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Gives it on the option. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Williams looking for a man. Lets him fly. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Flames have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He lost one down the sideline. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Flames will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll go 4 wide when receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Williams will pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. Fitted in the window for the score.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air on 1st down. Dances away. He'll try to do it himself. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Running back searching for a hole. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the air, it's Sparks. Catch in the middle, it's Mobley. Turning it on! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Flames come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Get it out on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have.
Makes the grab.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
On the move. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Calls his own number. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal.
Number 42 on the field goal.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Now the lead is down to 11.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Williams looking for a man. With the catch, it's Rodgers. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Quick tempo here for the offense. They'll move the tight end. They're going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. The give on the option. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defense in front. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their... No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And the Flames with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Flames will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
And the Kennesaw State offense will take over.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Kennesaw State right back to work. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. He's going to take off. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. And the returner will be brought down. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team, because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
We've reached the break. It's Kennesaw State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Williams will pass. And he will score! Touchdown, Owls!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Gonna try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Flames are on the move. They just keep firing. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking downfield, it's Sparks. Grabbed over the middle, it's Copeland. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Flames want to crank the tempo. Wants to fire on second down. And the timing just a hair off.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Hand off from the shotgun. Taking it the other way. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Using his legs, it's Scott. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll send 3 wideouts left, 1 to the right on second and 5. Caught over the middle, it's Bryson. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kennesaw State. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's second and 11. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. Williams looking for a man. Right on the money. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning it. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Just going to keep it after the snap.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his man. It's Diggs. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Give to the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm.